You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Fuck, I wasn't even ready, dude. Dude, I was like I was just like not even. Oh my god. Just looking at my inventory and this guy comes along, tries to kill me. Wasn't very fair. Never know what you're gonna find in the world if you just run around, man. All kinds of interesting stuff, apparently. Don't. BS.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That was close. That shaman almost killed me. I screwed up and didn't get my trap down correctly. For some reason.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Shit.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Fuck. It's like I can't do. Again, I can't do anything when 4 people jump on me. That was good. I got out over 7,000 damage there. No, he actually got in my trap. That's hilarious. Just absolutely annihilated that rogue. I absolutely I wrecked that rogue. Everyone's swimming. How are we doing on honor? We should be able to get full PvP set by the time we hit 60 here. Although the weapons won't be great. I wonder how much health I have. Why is he saying suck my dick, cunt? This kid started swearing, and I said, "Man, we got some kitties in here." And he goes, "62 kitty." And then this other person goes, "This is great." He goes, "You're 62." We gotta like literally take a screenshot of that. That's just too funny, man. He goes 62 or something, and the person goes, "You're 62 and raging at people in battlegrounds," and I said, "Man, that's even worse." And someone else goes, "Yeah, it is." That's actually funny. And then look, he's still swearing. Yeah, man. Let's see how bad of a player. Usually when people are this yelling and screaming, they're usually bad players. So we'll see how well this. What is it? Oh, of course, his name is Affleck. Stupid name, and he's playing a warlock. So you got a dumb name, you're playing a warlock, and you're swearing and calling people faggot and stuff. So yeah, that does not bode well for you. You know what I mean? Ah, this guy screwed up, and that I didn't get my. How's my disengage not working? Oh, that was weird. My disengage wasn't working. I did it 2 times, and she didn't disengage either time. That's really kind of unusual. It doesn't usually happen. That does not usually happen. Not sure why that was doing that. I still think there's some, and it happens. I think it's something in battlegrounds because I don't get like the latency issues with my abilities as much when I'm like outside of like when I'm doing like PvE shit, just fighting like NPC mobs in the world. But as soon as I go into a battleground and start executing certain skills, it's like sometimes they just don't work, and I don't. It's like bizarre, like right there, trying to disengage. I mean, the keybind is. Maybe I need to get a new mouse. I don't know. But no, because it works fine outside of the battleground. I don't know. It's just bizarre. Bizarre stuff, man. But it's really frustrating. That poor hunter. So I know Volstate was saying that in this battleground, the burst is really big. That but once you get into 60, when everybody has their PvP gear, and plus I think they nerfed overall damage by like 10% at 60 in PvP. That people don't die as quick, which is good because people should get. One thing I hate about in PvP is if people are just getting one shot. You know, I definitely don't want to see people getting one shot. That's just no fun. Not really getting a chance to do much in this battleground. Everybody else is just wrecking people. So. Somebody gave me a bubble, nice. Let's go for the double bubble here. I'll never really understand why warriors knock me back. I mean, I guess they're trying to get me away. But the problem is if you knock me back like that, then I'm just going to shoot arrows at you. You know, I'm a hunter, so if you like knock me back, okay, I'll just shoot arrows at you. Unless they think they're going to knock me back and then charge me, maybe. Like, oh, I'll knock you back, that way you're in charge range and I can do a charge and get my little mini stun. But they don't normally charge after they do it, so I don't think that's the case. This poor warrior. You can see that's That time disengage works correctly. You saw me disengage, and I think a glyph that I would love to see would be a glyph that increases the range of disengage. So like make you go like another like 5 yards. That would be so cool and so powerful for a melee hunter. I need to add that to my list of suggestions for the server, because I actually have a list I'm compiling that I think would be cool stuff to see. Bummer. Boy, having this healer is amazing. It's so nice to have a healer. What is this, 54 rogue? He's ballsy, he's just... Okay, this is gonna be trouble for me. Get a couple quick kills in here. Maybe we'll get in a whole bunch of other kills. Why not, right? Trinket. I think I got like 3 or 4 killing blows in that encounter. Man, this healer keeps bubbling me. This is like amazing. Try to turn this music down if I can. The healer keeps bubbling me. Bubblicious. At some point, we're gonna have to score the flag. Oh, we didn't. They scored the flag. We're gonna lose, even though we're like dominant. I feel like we're dominant. This happens all the time. We'll be like dominating a battleground, but we'll actually lose. Killing blows, number 1. Deaths, 0. That's just the way I like it. The most kills, the most damage, and the fewest deaths. That's the goal of every battleground, right? Let me do the most damage, get the most kills, and die at the least. That would be nice. But we're almost level 60. I think Volstay will be very happy. I don't know what my team's doing at this point. I guess they're... not sure what my team's doing here. I'm like, I'm out of here. That was gonna be bad, a bad situation for me. It's funny how in these battlegrounds we'll dominate. Like we'll just kill the shit out of people. And so is this guy talking trash still? Oh, the Affleck. I'm doing more damage than Affleck the Warlock, which is sad. The one who was like said he's 63 and raged on everybody. He's a raging. Like a Cajun. Who's doing the most damage? Warrior. This guy. Oh, we got the Warlock in my trap. I played that so badly. I like everything about that combat. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work, and I'm like I can't figure out my rotation. You know, I'm still working, especially mostly on Warlocks though. I don't really know how to approach Warlocks sometimes. Like against melee, I don't really have an issue. You know, I know what I'm doing, but Warlocks are a different story. Okay, we got to support this guy because he's crazy damage.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Not good.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, nice. Nice. Nice, nice. Rockin'. Number 1 on killing blows now. That was an interesting battle. I really need heals, but my healer's gone, so I'm gonna have to... I can't even bandage either. Yeah, this is not good. I can't go into a fight like this. I'll just die. Ah, somebody hit me with a renew. Oof. Crap, here goes the team again. Shit. I just can't seem to get topped off here. Don't want to go into a big team fight without having some help. Alright, let's take out this Warlock. We can root him, which we did, then we could trap him up. Now he's screwed. Now we're going to feign death in case he tries to target me. And we'll finish him off. Once I get, like, you know, both my traps up on him, he's kind of in trouble. Oh, come on, target. Just like, I love getting these little cleanup kills, you know. I just kind of like run over and hit somebody. It's just like Biff. We're just clearing the trash. We're taking out the trash. That's what that is, you know. Just like, I'm gonna take out the trash. We're gonna root him with my pet. We're gonna get Black Arrow on it. Doesn't matter. He's dead. It was a waste of a Black Arrow, actually. We're gonna try to peel this guy. Okay, I'm gonna scatter shot this pet just to get him off the healer. Okay, we're gonna disengage, fly right by that guy, which was a mistake. Root is not up. Okay, we can get him with a Black Arrow, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. Just kind of on a roll with the killing blows. Look at that, 19-0. I'm gonna use Black Arrow because I don't want to get in that. Just gonna kind of do my League of Legends, soften him up from a distance. Even with all that, like Black Arrow and stuff, it couldn't do anything. He's a tank. He's probably getting healed too. Okay. Look at that. Wrecking Ball. Achievement. I think that's get 20 killing blows in a single battleground. Let's get another one. Oh, we almost got another one. So close to grabbing the other one here. Let's help him take this guy out, maybe. Yeah, why not? Black Arrow, and we're going to finish him off with a couple abilities here, maybe. He done dead. He's dead, Jim. It's amazing we're losing this battleground. Oh, I'm not leading on killing blows anymore. That warrior's just crushing people. He's like doing so much damage. Alright, and there it is. Volstay will like this one. So we were only like 4th on damage, but we were numbers 2 on kill. But I mean, look at the deaths though. 0 deaths. Here, I'll give this to Volstay. He'll like this one. Volstay. I wonder where Volstay is. Let's go ahead and buy our PvP item here. Where's achievements anyway? Wrecking ball. Get 20 killing blows without dying. Get 20 killing blows without dying in a single battleground. Nice. Players. Let's go battlegrounds. Statistics. Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds played 189. Wow, I've actually lost more than I've won. That's kind of sad. Battlegrounds 184. Wow. I'm like 84 and 105. That is really sad. I know on my paladin, I'm definitely. God, I gotta log my paladin now. I mean, are they tracking? I don't know if this is tracking stats across the account or it should be tracking it on the account, maybe. So if I go on the paladin, it will look the same. I would think it would. What's your favorite format for Arena? Well, it's got to be twos. On the whole, how balanced does PvP and Reborn feel to you? That's a good question. Man. I mean, I feel like it's fairly balanced except for, I'm just going to say okay. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's like super unbalanced. I'm just going to say it's okay. What is your second favorite form of PvP contact? Well, what do you mean second favorite? What's my first favorite? What's your favorite format for 2v2? Okay. What is your second favorite form of PvP content? Battlegrounds, open world, high risk. I mean, it says your second favorite. What's my first favorite? It never asked me what my first favorite was. It asked me what my favorite format for Arena was, but it didn't say what's your favorite format for PvP. And this is all of them. I can't imagine it says second. Okay, so for my favorite is probably, I'm going to say Battlegrounds. So my second favorite is going to be Arena. What is your second favorite format for Arena? Well, I got to go. I didn't even know there was a 1v1. I'm going to say 3v3. And actually, I guess I'll say 1v1. What's your favorite form of PvP content? I'm going to say Battlegrounds. Okay. What do you, would you like to see potion experience? No. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did the other. All right. Come on. Hello. All right, statistics. I want to see if it tracks this thing's character-based or is it account-based. Okay, it's character-based. See, look at this. Battlegrounds played 114 Battlegrounds. So I'm 54 and like 60, right? So just under 500. Battlegrounds played the most Wrathy Basin. Battlegrounds won the most Wrathy Basin. So in Wrathy Basin, I'm 30 and 29. So just under 50%, unfortunately, on the Paladin. Much worse on the Hunter for some reason. It's so weird because the Battlegrounds really should be, it's just so random because it's cross-faction, so it's not like it's Alliance versus Horde. So there's really no reason that you should be, I mean, you should pretty much be 50, more closer to 50% just because it's luck of the draw. It's just random. Whatever team you get, if they're good, they're good. If they're not good, they're not good. Okay. Oh, so I don't think I have the chest piece, so we'll just double check. But here's my PvP gear. I've got the helm, the shoulders, the gloves, the legs, and the feet. So I don't have the chest. So I'm gonna go in here, and we're gonna buy the chest piece here. Okay. And that is going to put me down to no honor, because I had just over 36. So now we're down to 1700 honor. And so as soon as we hit, I can open up my bag here. So as soon as we hit 60 here, we're going to have our full set that we got while we were leveling up. Set Uther's strength. % chance to protect you with the Holy Shield. I kind of wish I was getting more Twin Peaks. I don't really care for Wrathy Basin anymore. I mean, there was a... Oh, I got this douchebag Affleck in my team again. He's kind of... was the one who was kind of a jerk. Like swearing and cussing and calling people names and... Just gonna go somewhere where there's somebody else. I'm just gonna follow this hunter. It's quite the demon that Warlock has. Is that Affleck? It is Affleck. 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 I'm gonna follow Affleck around. The 63-year-old raging kitty. Affleck. So he's trying to theme his name, because he's even riding around on like a duck. Because he's Affleck. Maybe it's not a duck, maybe it's a chicken. What's my title? Night Lieutenant. Currently rank 8. That Maze was tearing up Affleck. He was actually pretty low on health there. Look, I've got 4 killing. I didn't even know I killed 4 people. I have 4 killing blows already. That's funny. I had no idea. Affleck. Looks like he's in combat, or he was in combat. His health was low. Let's check it out and see if he's in combat. No, he is not. Here comes that damn mage again. That mage is going to try to kill Affleck. Affleck! Watch. Where'd he go? I was like, where'd he go? I lost him. It's like getting to be a hobby saving this guy's ass. It's twice I've saved Affleck. Yeah, Vervin's taking some damage. We got some combat going on here. What do we got? Is it a warrior? Is it a warlock? Is it a mage? It's a mage. Let's focus on the rogue first. He's dead. Mage should be pretty easy to kill here. Yeah, he's dead. Kind of, again, I tried using disengage in there and it didn't work. I don't know if I did it wrong. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's dead. Nobody at stables. Why are you at LM? What is this? Oh, it's a warrior, but he's low on health. Oh, it's because he killed that other character. Never mind. Why is this Affleck? Oh, does he? Yeah, that Affleck character, whoever it is, he said he was a 63-year-old person, and he just keeps getting mad. Like every time he dies, he just like completely loses it. And starts yelling at people and blaming everybody. Affleck. Maybe if his name wasn't Affleck. Warrior with his shield. Biff. Just love coming in. Biff. The fact that I get a lot of killing blows on just like one swing, even though the mobs are kind of low on health, you know, it just tells you though that Raptor Strike does hit pretty hard. Well, we probably have to put together some montages or something. I need to go through my videos and put together like some fun like melee hunter montages. I think that would really grow the channel a lot. People would be excited to see what the melee hunter can do, you know. Because nobody really plays melee hunter, so this is a fight we probably won't win. Probably die here, but maybe not. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some traps down on this guy. Boom.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ooh. He kind of got a little bit of the jump on me. The Warlock killed me at distance while I was fighting. While I was fighting the rogue, the Warlock took me down. We still got 9 killing blows. We're just going to do a little damage at distance here. The Feigned Death. And we're going to pull back because they're all rezzing. So it's kind of pointless to attack that. I mean, we could win it, but I think some of them res there, so it'll be a... I don't know, yeah. There are some alliance coming from the other side, though. So this is going to be a pretty big fight. Let's try to... Oh, fuck, I wasted that black arrow because he ice blocked. That kind of sucks. Let's see if I could root this warrior. Let's take out the rogue. Take out the mage. I'll try to root him, but I don't think my pet can catch up. Although my pet's moving, he's motoring pretty fast there. He did web him, I think. Yeah, he did get a web off. Black arrow and kill shot, kill shot, kill shot. There it is, there it is. Oh, somebody else killed him. I accidentally used my turtle there, which is really rare. I don't normally fat finger that, but I did that time. It kind of sucks because now I don't have it. Let's take out this hunter. I don't think root's up. No, not for a few seconds anyway. But black arrow's up, so we're gonna hit him with a black arrow. I'm gonna try to slow him down here. He's gonna do this little Feigned Death. But he's dead. He's dead. Oh, stick this guy. Drop a trap, drop another trap, disengage, switch, shadow meld, faint, kill, killing shot. Okay. You have to shadow meld a lot. Like, you have to, like, against mages and warlocks, you want to really use your shadow meld and feint death to prevent them from really getting off any casts. It's kind of a waste. I mean, we don't always know if they're actually trying to cast, but in those situations where I know the mob's going to die pretty soon, it's not really a big deal. See if my pet's got a root available to him. Okay, we're going to try to get up here, get him if we can. Biff. We can't trinket. I thought my trinket's not on cooldown. It's on cooldown. Bummer. Oh, we still got the killing blow. That's hilarious. We still got the killing blow. We were like frozen at the time. We still got the killing blow. 13 killing blows. Cleaning house. Not doing much damage though. Just basically taking people out. Being like an assassin. The melee hunter is pretty good at getting killing blows. Because like I said, I'm pretty bursty actually. Especially against clothies. I mean, if I go up and hit a clothy, I can crit for 600-700 pretty easy. And if they're like low on health, that's pretty much going to take them out. They're only running around probably with like 3,500 to 4,000 health anyway. So. Okay, we're up to... We got some good honor in that one. Alright, so I don't know if the weapons are going to be worth getting, but let's take a look. PvP weapons. Do they have a bow? Okay, they do have a bow. Resilience 16. The nicest thing about the weapons is they do have quite a bit of resilience. So like, for example, the weapon I would probably grab is the fist weapon. This one, the right hand blade. This one right here. But it has 16 resilience. But it doesn't do as much damage as my sword. My sword does more damage, but it doesn't have any resilience on it. I probably would still be using my sword over this. So we would just grab one of these for my offhand item. Maybe. We might not even buy any of these items. We might just go to the auction house. The auction house, Bloodforged, Rogue Bloodforged are probably better anyway. This might be my last battleground. Is this gonna take? It's gonna take too many to get me to 60. I might have to do like another let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd probably do like another 8 battlegrounds at least, and that's if I win. If I'm winning. There's one thing I haven't been able to check, and I actually have this gear that theoretically says will trigger it says and reduce its damage done. I haven't really been looking at that, but I need to check to see if this may only work against PvE targets and not actually actual players. I'm gonna assume it probably doesn't. Hey, what's up, JR? I'm gonna assume it probably doesn't. How you doing, JR? Oh, okay. I might be going to bed soon. I was so sick today. Like after work, I had to go to sleep. I texted my wife and I said I'm sick. I'm in bed, and she was actually nice and didn't bother me when she got home. And then I got up, got some soup in me, watched some TV with the wife. Then I fell asleep for a little bit, and then I came in here, played a little bit. We're doing some good work here in the battle rounds. Almost level 60, JR. We're just a little bit more to get to 60.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, that kind of was a bummer. I would have killed him, but somebody else was hitting me. We just spent a couple hours cleaning mailboxes and... Oh, yeah. It's easy to do. Like, it's easy to... Like, I've been leveling my... I leveled my enchanting to 300 on this character, JR. So now my paladin and my hunter are both 300 enchanters. I'm still trying to level the leatherworking on this character to 300. Like, if you look at this character, I can enchant weapons with the... You know, the Guardian's Blessing, Ninja's Focus, Spellbinder's Rage, all this stuff, but all these things take all these ingredients, which I don't know how to get all of these ingredients. I mean, I know they drop off mobs and stuff, but I don't know, you know, I'm going to have to, like, try to farm those ingredients, basically, you know what I mean? Or maybe buy those things off the auction house if people sell them off the auction house. Yeah. But yeah, I've got 2 level 300 enchanters. And then my leatherworking is 293, so it's almost 300. Oh, that you can get them from DEing high level gear. Okay, that's cool. I know I've gotten some of those items from DEing stuff. Okay, what is this? It's a 58 warrior and a 56 shaman. Alright. Alright, let's take these guys out. Let's take out the warrior. If we can here. He died really quickly. Okay, let's shadow meld so that these shamans don't target me. I'm just going to let this warlock go in and do his thing. Alright, trying to figure out who I want to target. We got multiple mobs here, so this is probably not good. Aimed at that guy. We're kind of screwed here. There's too many mobs, so I'm bugging out. We're going to try to get out of here. They're still coming after me. I'm kind of screwed here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I knew I was screwed if they continued to chase me. Well, the funny thing about Black Arrow, JR, is I've glyphed or mystic enchanted it. I still call them glyphs. Remember, I glyphed Black Arrow to become Black Widow Strike, which you see down here on my bar. Here it is, Black Widow Strike. Normally, when you're playing World of Warcraft, anytime you morph an ability into something else, the original ability is gone because it's become, in essence, the new ability. That's I call them glyphs. That's not what happened. I actually have Black Arrow. So I still have Black Arrow. I just also have Black Widow Strike. So it's really cool. So a lot of times if I want to like do damage at range, I can hit people with Black Arrow at range because it's a ranged attack. Or if I'm up close, I'll just hit them with. So now I have, I'll hit. They both do the same thing. I think they both apply a debuff, and they both do like a decent amount of damage. Let's see if we can. I don't want to attack this warrior because this person's coming. It's 59 Night Elf Druid. Yeah, I think we're kind of not sure what's going on here. This is suspect. Yeah, so you basically, if I want to like kind of, like I said, like do my League of Legends thing where I just poke people at distance to kind of soften them up, I always hit them with Serpent Sting and Black Arrow, and then Serpent Sting, Black Arrow, Arcane Shot, Multi-Shot, just to see if I can like take some of their health off. Sometimes if they're not getting healed or if they don't have any of their defensive cooldowns available to them, I can actually do quite a bit of damage with that rotation. What is this? Night Elf Druid. I guess we can try to take this druid out. Let's see. Yes, I can't get to him.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, the one thing you run into, if the one thing that you will have a problem with the melee hunter is, and it's the one thing that I've talked about before, is that to really make melee hunter work, like the only version of melee hunter I've ever seen in any version of World of Warcraft that, in my opinion, is a true melee hunter, is a true implementation of melee hunter in a way that makes it work, like against anybody. And it's Battle for Azeroth or later, and it's because of the ability Grappling Hook, right? So Grappling Hook is your gap closer. Think of it as like a warrior charge. The cool thing about Grappling Hook is it's got a pretty long range. Like right there against that Boomkin, I just would have Grappling Hooked him. I would have Grappling Hooked. I could have Scatter Shot him when I got there. But, I could have rooted him with my pet. You know, so I would have been able to basically wing clip him, and he wouldn't have been able to get away. You know, I would have wing clipped. I would have dropped an immolation trap. I would have had my pet root him, and I would have beat the hell out of him, and he probably would have died. But since I don't have Grappling Hook, all I have is Disengage. He was too far away for Disengage. Like when and plus he's a druid, so they have like entangling roots and things they can do to slow you down. But that is the one thing that's the one reason why to me the best version of Melee Hunter I've ever played was Battle for Azeroth, probably, or Shadowlands. Like, and I can pull up videos of me playing Melee Hunter on Shadowlands, and it's freaking phenomenal. It's so much fun. But it's because of Grappling Hook, and I just wish that one of these private servers would implement, Grappling Hook. I would just be so awesome. And I can tell you though, if they did put Grappling Hook into the game, the amount of people that play Melee Hunter would just skyrocket because it's such a fun mechanic, and it's the biggest weakness of the Melee Hunter is getting kited, because you can't your damage at range isn't bad, but it's not anywhere near as good as like a regular marksman hunter, and your range damage isn't as good as BM because your pet does so much damage. Yeah, so I definitely would. I mean, I'm putting a list together, actually, and I think I closed it. I think we already have Grappling Hook on there, right? I'm sure we do, right? What was the other thing I just thought of a minute ago that I forgot to? But we need Grappling Hook, right? There was something I said earlier when I was playing that I said I needed to add to my notes, and I forgot what it was. And this is why I get so mad at myself, because when I think of stuff, I have to write it down, otherwise I forget it. I mean, I could probably go back in the stream and try to find it. But I just said a little bit ago that there was something about the hunter that needs to be fixed. It was something with one of my abilities, and I cannot remember which one it was. It had to do with a cooldown. Well, there's the GCD, global cooldown with Ice Trap. So scatter into Ice Trap. GCD should be removed, right? So basically, what I'm saying is scatter shot should not put freezing trap on the global cooldown. You should be able to scatter and instantly throw your freezing trap afterwards. Otherwise, there's this huge delay of about a second or a second and a half, and it just makes the gameplay very clunky, and it's not smooth. And so you don't ever want anything that makes the combat feel clunky. So that should be removed. The GCD should be removed. There was something else, though, about one of the abilities. I think I just can't remember what it was. I'm just trying to think. Man, I'm gonna have to almost go back on the stream and watch it. I haven't really been looking at that, but I need to. The nice the auction win if I'm winning. Yeah. I'm gonna. Because he's. No idea. Completely. grow the channel a lot. People or something. Yeah, I was saying I need to put together some compilations of good hunter melee play, but I'd have to go through and like watch my streams and just and find. This is where having like an editor that could just do that for me, because Gus, it's such a pain in the ass to go through the VODs and But what was it? I'm trying to think. It wasn't a trap. I mean, the biggest weak, the gap closing obviously would be the grappling hook. Trinket. Oh, I think the other thing that I said is I think aspect of the turtle should be like pain suppression in certain in certain versions of World of Warcraft. Oh, that's what it was. I remember what it was. There were a couple things. Of course, one of these things is because of the fact that we don't have grappling hook, but I would like to see, glyph that increases increases disengage range by, let's just say, I don't know, like 5 yards or something. So I'd like a glyph that you could use that would actually make when you disengage, would actually throw you further by like at least 5 yards. And then also, what did I just say a minute ago? Ability to use turtle while stunned. I think that should also be added. It's kind of like there's a glyph in Wrath of Lich King or Cataclysm, I can't remember which version, which allows a Disc Priest to be able to use pain suppression while stunned. Oh, he bubbled, really?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
even though he bubbled and chased me down and other people were hitting me, I still killed the paladin, which is funny. So, did we win that? Actually, we won that, which is kind of crazy. Because it felt like we were losing, but we actually won it. The Grunt's Battle Mace. Let's see what this is. Corporal's Mate. Oh, it's a Mage Blade. Bummer. So yeah, I mean, glyph that increases disengage by 5 or 10 yards. I would say 5 yards. By 5 yards is good. Turtle otherwise stunned. I mean, these are all, grappling hook is a must. If you added this stuff to the game, if you got rid of this GCD, if you added grappling hook, if you did glyph to allow disengage, if you let turtle be reduced by stun, and allow disengage to increase the range by 5 yards, I mean, just these changes alone would have a massive impact on Melee Hunter. It would make Melee Hunter much stronger. So... But yeah, you can see the challenge there. Like when the paladin came down and the boomy came down, I had a really difficult time trying to decide what to do. It's like, so basically what I did was I tried to scatter shot the paladin because he was closer and put him into a freezing trap, and he trinketed that. Like, he trinketed that shit. And then when I went to attack him, he bubbled, which was kind of weird, to be honest. But it worked because he couldn't do anything. You know, he bubbled, and obviously I can't do anything if he's bubbled. And the other thing that was bad about the bubbling is then I had to run away from him, and then that freed up all the range casters to kind of hit me and damage me while I was waiting for his bubble to expire. And then his bubble did expire, and then I killed him. And then I died because I was getting tapped by all the range casters the entire time. But what I'm trying to say is if I would have had grappling hook, I would have immediately grappled the druid and just completely focused on the druid and tried to kill the druid as fast as possible. Because the paladin doesn't scare me as much as a caster. Like, the paladin does not scare me as much because I can, you know, scatter shot him, get away, disengage. I can basically kite him. But the casters can hit me at range, so they're a lot more. Oh, here's Affleck. Let's kill Affleck. Dead, dead, and dead. I got 3 killing blows? Yeah. I got dots on me. What is this? This guy's crushing people. This is the druid. I think that might be the druid that was messing with me in the last battleground, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, there's a Gucci dude. He's messing people up. What's his damage? He's number 2 on damage. I'm way down because I haven't really been in a lot of long-lasting fights. They've just been quick engagements. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
The hell? I'm taking a healing potion. I didn't really want to die here. And we're still gonna die probably unless we can get out of combat. Which we don't seem to be able to. Finally. BM Hunter. Well, hopefully that team over here can grab this other base because they are capping on us. I was hoping that rogue was going to come this way and I could have got him out of stealth. But he's actually, I think, going to the other tower. I think he's heading this way. Well, this looks like a loss. We have one base. Guess you can't win them all, huh? Biff. Biff. It's just like us. I just love it when I just swing like that. And it's just like they just die. You know, it's like that killing blow. There's Affleck. We gotta kill Affleck because he's such a rager. Yeah, look, he rages, right? This kitty here is like he's like a 63-year-old person, like cursing and calling people bad names. So let's see if we can get him to rage some more. Ooh, that was that was a mistake there. I did not mean to do that. Ooh, wait a minute. I get a killing blow here. Oh, that was good. Okay, let's kill the spat. That was funny. Where this Affleck person is, did he leave the battleground after he died last time? I think he left. Look, no, he's still in here. He's died 10 times. He's so bad. I mean, how do you die 10 times as a warlock? No, 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 I was gonna kill that. Now I'm screwed. I can't do shit because of this.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oof, man. Oh no, somebody healed me. Thank you for the heals. Probably Af. It's hard, I can confirm. What, Affliction? No, I'm just saying that guy, you weren't in the last battleground. Like 2 battlegrounds ago or 3 battlegrounds ago. Affleck, before the battleground even started like swearing and cursing and calling people like names. It was like bad names. Like, it wasn't pretty, you know what I mean? And people. And so what was funny is he started swearing before the battleground even started, and I said, "Boy," I said, "we got some kids in this battleground." And he goes, "I'm 63, bro," or 63 or something. And then someone else in my team said, "Wow, you're 63 and you're raging." And I said, "Yeah, that's even worse than being a kid and raging. At least when you're a kid, you're stupid and you don't know any better. But when you're 63, you should know better, right?" And then somebody else goes, "Yeah, that's pretty bad, right? Watch this. We're gonna wreck this guy." Biff. Like this shaman. I know he's just gonna come up here and just get destroyed. Uh, Here we go. He just got destroyed again. Just oh, he's probably just, he's probably just a little kid, right? Look, Affleck died again, dude. All he does is die. Affleck. We gotta raise some more. You gotta raise some more, kitty. I'm totally trolling him now, dude. Look, I go, you gonna raise some more, kitty? I know, what a stupid name. Affleck. 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 He said he was 63 years old. I mean, I'll go back when we get out of the battleground here. I'll go back and I'll try to show you. It was bad, dude. Like, so I'm only trolling him because he was such a jerk, right? Let's see if I can find it. It was back in this battleground here at the very beginning, right? Let's see. It was the beginning of a Warsang Gulch, so I think it was this one right here. Let's see. Yeah, see Affleck's right here. I think this is it. So check this out. We should be able to get full PvP set by the time we hit 60 here. So here's Affleck. He's right here, Knight Lieutenant Affleck.
Although the weapons won't.
And then this meatmonger says, "Hey, it's whiny baby Affleck." So obviously he was already in other battlegrounds whining, because every battleground I've been in, he since this battleground here, he whines like whines like a little baby. And so here's what happens. He goes, "Hey, it's whiny baby Affleck."
Weapons won't be great. How much health I have.
And then Affleck says, "Suck my dick, cunt." And I went, look, and I was like, damn, what?
Why is he saying suck my dick, cunt?
And you can hear me, I'm like, why did he say that? Because I didn't see the other guy's comment. And then Tom's dad said, "Oh, wow, lots of love." And then I typed in some kitties in here. I just typed in some kitties in here. I don't know what FAFO means. I don't know what FAFO means. And I said some kitties in here. And then Affleck says 62, yo kitty. So I don't know if he's saying he's 62 years old. And then what's really funny is Tom's dad says something next. He says, watch, he goes, "Ooh, you're 62 raging at people in BGs? Look, ooh, you're 62 raging at people in BGs." And then I say, yeah, I go, yeah, that's even worse. I go, look, I go, that's even worse. And this guy goes, yep. And then Affleck goes, "Retards, yeah." So that's what started the whole like Affleck thing, you know. And then, oh, is that what it was? I didn't know what FAFO. So that's what started the whole Affleck thing. And then he's been in like he was in like 3 or 4 battlegrounds with me, and he was crying. Like, and in fact, in one of the battlegrounds, I saved his life multiple times. Like down at Gold Mine, he was fighting a mage, and the mage was killing him. So he's a really bad player. Like, he's a warlock. So if you're a warlock, you should be. If you're a warlock and you're fighting a mage, you should win. I mean, warlocks are way stronger than mages. And he was dying to the mage, and I saved him. I killed the mage, and he was like 20% or 10% health. And then again, the mage came down the hill, and I jumped from up top from Blacksmith and disengaged down to Gold Mine to save his ass again. And then I wasn't there the third time, and he ended up getting killed. And he started whining in the chat, "You guys suck. Gold Mine's getting attacked. Why aren't you guys helping?" Or something. So then you saw in this last battleground, I started trolling him just because he was such a jerk, you know. And I was just being I was being a jerk, but I mean, I was just trolling him for fun, you know, just because it was funny, because he was being such an asshole, right? Like, where is he? I think I killed him. Yeah, here's Affleck, right?
Okay, let's kill the spat. Log. Affleck person is did he leave the
And I was looking for Affleck.
battleground after he died last time? I think he left. Look, no, he's still in here. He's died 10 times. He's so bad.
Yeah, he's really bad.
Wait a minute, I get a killing blow here. When I just swing like that, there's Affleck. We gotta.
So here's Affleck. So I actually start to focus him because he was such a jerk. I'm like, let me kill this guy
because he's such a rager.
Yeah, I go, let me kill him. He's such a rager. So I semi-pet on him, and I don't know what he's doing. He just runs up, and I just kill him. Like, he must.
Like, he rages.
He must have like really bad
this
gear.
Kid here is like,
gear.
He's like a 63-year-old person, like cursing and calling people bad names.
Yeah, he said he was 62 years old, and
See if we can get him to rage some more.
He was like calling people like bad names. So I killed him there, right?
He died 10 times as a.
And then here's Affleck again, right?
A warlock.
And so I see Affleck. I'm like, oh, I got to kill Affleck again, right? So I kill him again, right? So that's the second time I kill him.
No. And I said, yeah, that's even worse than being a kid and raging. At least when you're a kid, you're stupid. You don't know any better.
So now I'm actually talking about Affleck, and I'm saying the fact that he said he was 62 and like yelling people is even worse than if you're like, 20 or 15 yelling people. Because when you're 20 or 15, you're just stupid.
Or 63 or something. And then someone else in my team said, "Wow, you're 63 and you're raging." And I said, "Yeah, that's even worse than being a kid and raging. At least when you're a kid, you're stupid. You don't know any better. But when you're 63, you should know better, right?" And then somebody else goes, "Yeah, that's pretty bad, right?" Watch this. We're gonna wreck this guy. Biff. Like this shaman. I know he's just gonna go up here and just get destroyed.
So here comes Affleck again. Watch this. We're gonna feign death to drop the, and then we got a healer. A nice healer came up and gave us a heal, which is, and I said thank you for the heal. And guess, and here's this. I think this guy's a bot. Rocky Minus. I don't know. Rocky Mountain Oyster, maybe? Is that what it is? Rocky Mountain Oyster. But he's playing like a bot because he's charging in. He's not really doing anything. He's just dying. See this? He's not really doing anything.
Here we go.
I think he's botting.
He just got destroyed again.
And look, and then here's Affleck. Look, and here comes Affleck.
Just, he's probably just, he's probably just a little kid, right?
Affleck.
Look, Affleck died again, dude. All he does is die. Affleck. We gotta.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain oysters are bull's balls. How do you know this stuff? Rocky Mountain oysters are. Why would? That's another stupid name. Why would I even want to know that bull's balls are called Rocky Mountain oysters? People and their stupid names. Anyways, so yeah, it is what it is. It's time for me to go to bed, I think. But anyways, but yeah, we did some good stuff. I would like to clip maybe some. I don't know if we have any. I'm sure we had some pretty good PvP play, I think. I didn't do any battlegrounds in this stream until right about here was my first one. So let's see if we can just find some stuff. I want to start creating some montages. Do some old school montages just for fun. Hey, what's up, Howard? No, I don't drink bull semen. No, I do not. No. Okay, so we're going back and we're watching a replay of me. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. We're watching a replay, and the only reason we're doing this is I actually want to find maybe some clips, some Melee Hunter clips we can put together like a Melee Hunter montage. Because I think if we got together a really cool Melee Hunter montage, we might be able to get some more, shed some more light on Melee Hunter on Bronzebeard, as a server. So I remember this. This is where I end up fighting, I think a Warlock 1v1 here. Check this out. This person, says, you can go to LM or something, and then he leaves or something. Watch this. He says, hey, I start running this way, and then I come back. And I think he says, I see someone assaulted lumber mill, which I didn't see, by the way. I was trying to... Now he says... He whispers me and says, go LM then. But I see the shaman coming, so... And the other person left. The person that was here left. So now it's just me here, and there's a shaman. So it's a one-on-one, me versus a shaman.
BS.
So here we go. And again, it's always difficult to target shamans because their totems everywhere. So we hit him with the serpent sting. I don't know why my pet's not attacking yet, but he's running fast, so I'm sure he probably already is going into attack. No, he's not. He's still not attacking. Sometimes... So this is already, I can see I screwed up this fight, because I should have... This guy should have a hunter's mark on him, and my pet should be attacking him. And I don't know why he's not. Normally, that's the first thing I do. All right. Oh, maybe it's because I knew I was going to scatter him into a trap, so I decided not to send my pet. That's possible. I don't really know what I was thinking at that moment. It could be that that was what I was trying to do. I was just going to scatter him into a trap. So I didn't bother with the pet, but now we're gonna attack though. There's the hunter's mark. There goes the pet. And I also went ahead and just threw up my turtle. Which was a mistake to throw it up then, because it's one thing I forget about turtle is it reduces your movement speed. So you move slower by 20%, I think. You only have 80% movement speed when turtle's up. So I shouldn't have turtled there. I should have sent my pet in, got close enough to with the range, and then turtled, and then did Widow Bite. You can see my Black Widow Bite is on cooldown because I hit him with Black Widow Bite. And if you look at the target here, he's got 2 debuffs on him. He's got Serpent Sting and Black Widow Bite. So that's going to be our opener. Next thing we should do is we should drop Immolation Trap. So let's see if we do that. And you can see we didn't. We should probably try to wing clip him here. Which we don't get wing clip off. It's hard to tell. Yeah, we didn't get wing clip on him either. You can see there's my Immolation Trap. You got to be, see, it's tricky. Like there's a lot of things here that I did wrong. Like, we really want to get Immolation Trap on him. So we probably, if pet had web, see the webs available to me right down here? See my little web? That's my pet's web. So what we should have done when he was in the ice trap is we should have got close enough to where we were close within melee range, sent the pet, marked him, webbed him, dropped Immolation Trap, hit him with Widow Strike, and bubbled before we did that, right? Or we could have waited. We could have went ahead and hit him, did the Immolation Trap, then hit him with Black Widow Strike, and then turtled. That probably should have been the rotation, and we didn't do that, so we screwed up. We don't have Immolation Trap up on him, which is a big deal, right? We also have our Snake Trap, but again, it's kind of tough to drop, because as you're trying to drop these traps, you're getting hit in the face, so.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
So he's doing pretty good damage to me. But he's still taking damage from the... He did finally hit the Immolation Trap. Okay, hold on a second. I didn't see that. And that's what really saved me on this fight, is he does hit the Immolation Trap. See, there's the trap right behind him.
You can kiss your...
So somehow he hit it. I don't know how, but he did hit it, because you can see right here the 134 damage is from Immolation Trap, and if you look down here, you can see the Immolation Traps on him. So at this point, he has 3 dots on him, actually 4 dots on him. He's got Serpent Sting, Widow Bite, Immolation Trap, and the legendary Mystic Enchant I have that applies a bleed onto him. Keep in mind too, hey, what's up, TK? Keep in mind too that the longer fights go on, the more the bleeds stack. Right now there's 2 stacks. The more stacks they are, the harder my Raptor Strike hits. But really, so you can see the counterattack, it only did 246 damage, but it wasn't a crit. So my counterattacks probably crit for around 500 damage. Which is crazy, because if I'm killing mobs out in the world, like if I'm going against a PvE mobs, I've critted as high as 1,300 damage against bears. I was fighting a bear earlier tonight, and I hit him for 1,300 damage. And a bear has pretty good armor.
Your ass goodbye.
So you can see, he's taken quite a bit of damage. from all the, I hit him with an arcane shot. He's taking damage from, I don't even know what this is. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like the Black Widow bite, maybe the last take of Black Widow bite, but it wasn't that much. And then, of course, the Immolation Trap, Pet's hitting him. And then here we go in and we hit him with the Mongoose Bite, which did crit. And we did 322 damage. And my pet crit. Right, and so now we're ready for counterattack, and he's pretty much going to die. Right, well, he did die. He died to... I did get the killing blow. He died to, I don't know, it looks like maybe the bleed. The bleed or the Immolation Trap killed him. And then the Hunter shows up. And of course I feigned death, because I feigned death mostly to drop target, but I'm also trying to drop the pet. Now my pet's going to attack, right? Now, if I have scatter shot, which I don't know if I do, I think I do, I should probably scatter this guy. Which he is dazed. But I don't know who did that. It wasn't me. Maybe this paladin did. But now he comes, he's healing me. Yeah, I think the paladin came and dazed him. Dazed the pet. And there you can see the Mongoose hit for 497 crit, which is not bad. Mongoose is not my hardest hitting ability, right? Actually, it does hit pretty hard though, which is a nice change over your regular vanilla WoW where Mongoose Bite it does not hit very hard. So that was an interesting little fight. Actually, the battleground that was much more interesting than this one was... I still think there's some... And it happens... I think it's something in the back. I mean, I guess they're trying to get me away. This battleground was much more... Hey, what's up, TA? This battleground was much more interesting. Here, I'm just trying to kill this shaman. Hitting him with Black Arrow. We hit him with Serpent Sting.
This guy screwed up.
You can see there. You can tell when I try to disengage because I rotate the camera. Did you notice how the camera turned around? Watch how the camera swings around, right? Right there. See how the camera swung? That's because I was going to do disengage. But for some reason, I didn't get the keybind to work correctly. I don't know why. I mean, for me, it's shift mouse wheel down. So for whatever reason, disengage does not trigger.
This guy screwed up.
Which is really weird.
And that I didn't get by.
And you can see there, I tried to do it again, and it didn't trigger again. And this is one of the things I've been talking about with this server, is like when I'm in Battlegrounds, sometimes abilities, I do the keybinds, and the abilities don't trigger. And I don't know why that is. I guarantee you, I did the keybind. There's no way that I fucking fucked up a keybind twice in a row. That just doesn't happen, right? That shit never happens.
Why's my disengage not working?
And there, see, that I did it a third time, and it finally worked.
Oh, that was weird. My disengage wasn't working. I did it 2 times, and she didn't disengage either time. That's really kind of unusual. It doesn't usually happen. That does not usually happen. Not sure why that was doing that. I still think... I don't know. But no, because it worked.
Trying to see if we get any good combat.
That poor hunter.
Yeah, that hunter got annihilated.
So, I know Volstate was saying that in this battleground, the burst is really big, but once you get into 60, when everybody has their PvP gear, and plus I think they nerfed overall damage by like 10% at 60 in PvP, that people don't die as quick, which is good, because people should get... One thing I hate about...
So here's a fight. Let's see how this fight goes. So we root the warrior. We've already hit him with Black Arrow. We're going to go in, we're going to do our, Mongoose Bite. But I missed Mongoose Bite, I think, and he charged. So, multi-shot. Now we're switching targets. getting on this warrior. Now we're switching to the warlock because he's right next to me. Actually, I scattered him and tried to get a trap, but he, you know, whatever. It takes so long to get the trap up because of the global cooldown. So now we switch to the warrior here. We kill him. Pretty sure we kill this guy. He's dead. Now we switch back to the warlock.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Not good.
Taking a lot of damage. Low on mana. Switch to the hunter. He's dead. Get him with killing shot. Switch back to the warlock. Boom, kill him.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Back on the warrior. You can still see I'm low on health the whole time, right? Kill him.
Okay, nice.
So, pretty interesting because I was low on health. You can see me and my pet were both low on health that entire time.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, we killed that warrior
Nice,
with killing
nice.
shot. So we just killed got like
Rockin'.
3 or 4 killing blows right there.
Number 1 on killing blows now.
Yeah, we're 15 and 0.
That was an interesting battle. I really need heals, but my healer's gone, so I'm gonna have to. I can't even bandage either. Yeah, this is not good. I can't go into a fight like this.
So their team's starting to come at me. Excuse me. I don't know why this warrior's coming at me.
Somebody hit me with a renew.
Yeah, he hit me with the renew. So I said, let's kill this guy. He's dead. I didn't kill him though, unfortunately.
Crap, it was a team again. Shit.
I'm just like, didn't want to engage there because there's just too many. Just trying to get some space.
I just can't seem to get topped off here. Don't want to go into a big team fight without having some help.
Here comes
Let's
Warlock.
take out this warlock.
Go. We're gonna go in for Black Widow Strike. We got it. We landed Black Widow
We can
Strike.
root him, which we did. Then we could trap him up. Now he's screwed.
Yeah. So at this point, you don't see you don't see it on here, but you can see down here he's got Black Widow Strike on him, Immolation Trap on him. He's already got double dots of I've also got my snakes out, so he's getting hit by my snakes while he has the Black Widow bite on him, while he has my Immolation Trap on him, while he has my legendary bleeds as well. So if you rewind it a little bit, what's interesting is to watch the damage.
All right, let's take out this warlock.
Okay, watch the scrolling damage numbers right here above here's the enemy, Korku. You'll see the damage I'm doing scrolling right here on the screen. So just watch that. You'll start to see a lot of numbers because I'm doing so many different types of things, right? With the Black Widow bite, the Immolation Trap, and my legendary, and the Snake Trap. I actually get everything off. That's why I use the I can't talk. That's why we use the spider. It's because of the root. Sorry, we haven't used the root yet. We're going to root him. Once we root him, it allows us to get the traps down, right? Right there. You can see the roots on cooldown. So now we've rooted him. Now we're going to use, and here you can see my traps. I've got a little trap monitor right here, weak aura. That way I can just visually see which traps are available to me. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and use Immolation and Snake Trap. We should double tap these guys. He's already getting damage, but he's absorbing a lot of it. You can see absorb. So he's got some sort of shield up. I was demon
We
armor.
can root him, which
Right.
we did. Then we could
So Immolation Trap's down. Now we're waiting for the global CD to drop Snake.
trap him up.
And now Snake Trap's down, right?
Now he's screwed.
And I said now he's screwed because now he's going to be getting hit by a ton. Now watch the damage numbers. It's just going to be a lot of damage coming
I'm
at
gonna
him.
feign death in case he tries to target me, and we'll finish him off. Once I get both my traps up on him, he's
Look at all my little snakes following me around. It's awesome. Got 16 seconds on pet. Now
on target.
we're gonna bring up our turtle here and just try to melee down this warrior. And boom, we do. All right, and now we're gonna kill the warlock with a killing blow if we can. We got it. He's dead.
Just I love getting these little cleanup kills. I just kind of run over and hit somebody. It's just like Biff.
So at this point, I'm like 17-0, 17 killing blows, 0 deaths. And I'm doing pretty good. And I'm doing pretty good
Trash.
damage.
Take out the trash. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good
Say, yeah, I'm
damage.
gonna take out the
Gonna take out the
trash.
shaman, right? Now we're gonna root him. The web should be
Gonna
available
root
to
him
us.
with my pet.
Yeah, web.
Gonna get black arrow on it. Doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah.
It was a waste of a black arrow, actually.
Yep, it was.
Um,
Going for the warrior.
try to peel this guy.
He's dead.
Okay, I'm gonna scatter
Shot the pet.
just to get him off the healer. I'm gonna disengage, fly right
I
over
missed.
which was a mistake.
Yeah, my disengage just threw me too far.
Root is not up. Okay, we can get him with a black arrow, but it doesn't matter. He's dead. Just kind of on a roll with the killing blows. Look at that, 19
19 and 0.
I'm gonna use a black arrow because I don't want to get in that.
Yeah, you can see here, there's no way as a melee hunter I'm going to attack this warrior. When you see 3 warriors, a druid, and a shaman coming, there's like no way you would even want to go in there. Well, we don't go, JR, we don't go. You should know the answer to that question before you even asked it, right? Normally, yes. Normally when I play melee hunter, I always use a wolf, but the difference is the wolf doesn't have a root. And most of our damage, in fact, our build, our legendary Mystic Enchant revolves around Immolation Trap. Getting Immolation Trap on a target increases my Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite damage. And it's exponential too. If we get 5 stacks of bleed, it increases my Raptor Strike by 50%. 50%. So yeah, we need to be able, there's so many times where I have to get a target immobilized so I can get my traps on them. People are like, oh, get a trap launcher. No, trap launcher is garbage because, especially with the server latency, it's just way too difficult to land traps with a launcher. It's just way too inaccurate. So, I mean, we do have scatter shot, so you could do scatter shot with trap launcher, but again, I feel like it's just not really worth it. So, for me, the root, and plus the root's good for, since, again, I don't have a very good closer. Like, my closer right now is disengage, right? Like, if I'm trying to close to somebody, I got to literally, like, disengage towards them, which doesn't always work well. If I'm going uphill, it's gonna work for shit, right? If I'm going downhill, I may overshoot them, right? But we need the web to help slow people down so we can catch up, and we need the web to be able, like on that warlock, for example, we need to be able to web them in place so we can get Immolation Trap on them. So it's just mandatory. There's just no way. If I didn't have the spider, it would be disastrous. The wolf he might give me a little bit more DPS, but it just wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. And losing the web is critical. It's only a 30-second cooldown, so it's crucial to my rotation.
Just gonna kind of do my League of Legends, soften him up from a distance.
Yeah, we're just poking
Even
at this
all
point.
that, like black arrow and stuff, it
didn't do much damage to him.
anything. He's a tank. He's probably getting healed too.
I'm gonna try to peel this warrior, or maybe peel the pet or the warrior, one of the two.
Okay.
There you can see. So you can see there we rooted that warrior, right? Watch this. So the warrior's coming. He charges in. I send my pet. I'm going to go ahead and root this warrior because I'm close enough that if I root him, I can get over there and get a trap down.
Okay.
So I root him. I go to do a trap, which you can see it's on cooldown, so I just dropped it. The trap, did it get on him? I don't see that. I mean, I see this effect. I think that's from the mage, but we have Black Widow Bite. I don't see the Immolation Trap, so he must have... Immolation Trap isn't guaranteed. Like, someone can walk over an Immolation Trap and it can be resisted. So I'm guessing in this case, he probably resisted the Immolation Trap because I don't see it on him, right? You can see the damage I'm doing. My pet's doing damage. I missed here. You can see my Widow Bite, right? Which it's only doing 94 per tick. Actually, it's this one, 170 per tick, which isn't bad because I think it ticks for like 8 seconds or something. So it's going to, or maybe 6. So it's going to have like 6 of these ticks. So it's going to do like 700 damage or something. Plus it does an initial like 350 damage when you initially land it. So it does over 1,000 damage. A lot of times depending on the situation, I might jump away and just, tap him with some ranged abilities. Here he's dying, so I'm just going to weaken him up and look for a killing blow. Killing shot comes up, we fire, killing shot. Dead. and we get our achievement, Wrecking Ball, because we have 20 killing blows without a death, so that gives you the achievement, Wrecking Ball.
Look at that. Wrecking Ball achievement. I think that's get 20 killing blows in a single battleground.
Yeah, and it was, but
Let's
what I didn't realize it was get 20 without dying. That's what makes it more difficult to get. It's because you have to get 20 killing blows in a battleground without actually dying.
Black Arrow, and we're going to finish him off with a couple abilities here, maybe.
And actually, we don't even get any more kills, so. Anyway, so there you see a pretty interesting battleground, and then we'll see another one. Let's see. No, really, that last one we didn't really have any good fights. There was, like, here's a rogue. Let's see how this happens. He looks like, okay, so again, you can see I webbed him with my pet. He's just dead. Mage blinks. He's just squishy. Yap. But anyways, that's enough. I got to get to bed, guys. I just show you a little bit of the gameplay. You can see. You guys can go back on the stream and watch it. But yeah, I think my favorite parts with the Melee Hunter are the disengage moments. There's moments where I disengage right onto people, which is really fun, especially from like really weird angles. There was actually one. There was one where I disengaged down and saved that stupid warlock. I don't know if it was this battleground. You know, where I saved Affleck like multiple times. I saved his life. I don't know if it was this battleground. I don't think it was. I think maybe it was this one. Oh, this is where I get killed. Yeah, I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm dead here. It's the very beginning. Okay, here's where you get to see the weakness of the Melee Hunter. Okay, so here we have a druid who's a 59 night elf druid who's pretty low on health, and I figure, okay, let's just kill him. There's nobody nearby, but it turns out he's a boomkin, and boomkins
I guess we can try to take this druid out.
And boomkins can be really a pain. So I send my pet, and I haven't rooted him yet. So interesting. I run into the Stanley, and I get my bubble up because he's a boomkin, so he's doing damage. I still haven't used my pet's web, which I'm not sure why I haven't. Actually, right now, I don't even know where my pet is. Like, I don't know where my pet is. I don't even see him. So that's probably why I'm not rooting him, because my pet's nowhere nearby. I don't know. I think druids have a... Do druids have a sleep, right, where they can put animal beasts to sleep? So I think he probably put my pet to sleep, I'm assuming. Because, like, hunters can fear beasts, but druids can, like, I think can put pets to sleep. So I think that's what happened there. Now here I send my... And now at this point I'm kind of screwed because obviously the paladin's here. So I would have been interesting if the paladin didn't show up, if I would have been able to root the druid. And unfortunately my disengage is on cooldown. So even if I was rooting the druid here, the druid's smart enough to kind of stay. It's hibernate, thank you. The druid's kind of smart enough to stay. And you can see here he also rooted. He also used his entangling roots on my pet. And he's staying at like max range. Right? He's not getting close. I don't know, you know, I can't get into the mind of these people, but when you see a hunter running at you, I mean, I guess you would assume that it's a melee hunter, because why else would he be running at you? Why else would he be running at you? You know what I mean? So here I scattershot him, and of course I freeze him. But at this point, I'm almost dead. Because, this guy hit me a few times. And the whole time while I'm dealing with this guy, the druid's just, you can see that all these damaging effects that are on me, right? And so I'm screwed. Anyway, so interesting. Would have been interesting to see how that fight played out if the paladin didn't show up. So there's Affleck. Affleck. Anyways, there's that. That's it. Time to go to bed. But yeah, we have, changes I would make to the melee hunter to make the melee hunter. Where did it go? Here. Changes I would make to the melee hunter that would make the melee hunter more viable. I mean, grappling hook would be the biggest change. How to fix Ascension melee hunter. Bring in grappling hook, like the Battle for Azeroth ability. Scatter shot, you need to make sure that when you use scatter shot that your ice trap's not thrown into a global cooldown, because it's stupid that you scatter and you can't trap. You have to wait like a full second at least. I would also like to add a glyph to the game that you could glyph that would increase your disengage range by 5 yards at least. I also would add a glyph or just make it baseline that turtle is usable while stunned, because the melee hunter can just basically get annihilated. If a roguelike opens up with like a cheap shot into a kidney shot, you can just be annihilated. Like, not by the rogues. The rogue's not going to kill you because his damage isn't big enough, but he can hold you in place and you'll just get annihilated. So it would be nice for turtle to be used in that situation while you're stunned. The same thing as like pain suppression for like or discipline priest and like Wrath of the Lich King. There's a glyph that you can glyph that allows pain suppression to be used while stunned or incapacitated. So those are the things right now that I think would make melee hunter a lot better. The biggest weakness of the melee hunter is the lack of a gap closer. That's why grappling hook would solve that problem. And the other thing is, I would say you don't have like a big burst, but I don't think that's true. I think you actually do have a fairly big burst. Like if I go to where is it? Where's that? I'm looking forever. Look. Let me show you like how, like really quickly, like how big your burst can be. And I don't have a lot of crit. That's the other thing is this character really needs more crit. Like I don't have enough crit. Like here. See, I'm sitting on what 9.92. Let's throw these on 10.61. I don't know if I have any other stuff that'll increase my crit that's on me at the moment. I think my chest piece, right? Do I still have, yeah, this one. Crit 1 point, no, actually not. That's fine, let's just use this one. Okay, so here's like a level 55 bear, right? So we can send my pet in. We can do our rotation. Let's see how much damage we do, right? So let's send my pet in. So right there, my Raptor Strike hit for like 800, and my counterattack hit for over 1,000, right? So very bursty, but the thing is, those numbers, you don't see those numbers in PvP, unfortunately. So here, let's do it again, right? Let's wait for Black Widow Strike is on cooldown. You know, one thing I would like to do is I want to get rid of this. I also would like to see disengage at all times. I don't like to see stuff. I mean, it's nice to see disengage at all times. Also, Black Widow Strike is available, right? So, Sun Pad and Serpent Sting, Black Widow Strike, Immolation Trap. Again, 800, 1,000. So you can see the counterattack hit him for 1,072. I had my Black Widow poison that we did did 957 damage. My Mongoose Bite crit for 804, right? So it's pretty bursty, right? You know, hitting for 1,000, hitting for 800. You know, those mobs are dying pretty quick. But again, you don't see that in PvE, in PvP, like this, like getting like Mongoose Bites for 804 doesn't really happen too much. Like if I hit a Clothy, maybe it'll hit for like 400. So it's like half that damage. Like if I hit like a Paladin, it's probably gonna hit him for like, you know, maybe 250 to 300. That's how much weaker it lands, you know, against a PvP target. But I mean, that's probably the truth of any class. But it's melee too. I mean, so it would be really interesting to see. You know, like obviously like a Warlock or something. Their damage, I think that's what makes casters so annoying, is that their damage ignores armor, whereas my damage really doesn't. Right? It's still going to be mitigated by armor. I didn't know what this is. Is this like one of those worlds? Yeah. What is this? A trinket. Reduces the duration of any silence. And the rare and creature spell. Okay. Nothing great. We can see now my DPS per second is up to 600, which is quite a bit. All right, guys, I'm going to bed. I wanted to be in bed by 3. All right, I'll catch you guys later, man. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.